Hi, I'm Abbey Hafen, and this is my project for Nurs 6074 for the Educational Technology Project. The technology that I want to share about today is called Notability. It's an app for an iPad. You can see here I've copy and pasted this screenshot into the Notability app. Here's what the app looks like. Notability, spelled with an N-O-T-A, and it has all these different subjects I can add in. I'll add in one for this class right now. Okay, so back to our screenshot. I'm going to use Notability to explain how Notability works. I'm also going to use Notability to fulfill the assignment requirements. Okay, so first, identify the technology and where it can be found. The technology is Notability. Where it's found is on the App Store for Apple products. Okay, next, list the cost, including subscription fees and if there's an educational fee. The cost is $15.99 a year, and there is no educational fee. Next, describe the technology. This is the fun part. Inside the Notability app are all these different subjects you can create, personalized to what you need. Here I've selected my Adult Gerontology Chronic Problems class. Here I have all of my different lectures and how I took notes during the lecture directly onto the slides provided by the instructor. Here I select my Complex Peds class. I go into one of my lectures, scroll down, and I can directly click where I was in the lecture and hear what the instructor was saying at that time. Let me show you. So that voice in the background, that's my professor talking. I clicked where these words were already written that I wrote during lecture, and it immediately began to play what my professor was saying at that exact time. I can zoom in and see myself right. Here's another example. I scrolled up, click here, I can hear my professor talking about giving consent.
But if the parent wants to keep calling you for refills,
you can see at the top, I can move the little scrubber and go to any part of the lecture. All right, back to the assignment. Describe how the technology can be used in educational environments. Notability can be used during lecture, for projects, to go back and re-listen to lectures, keep yourself organized. But most importantly, to build a big reference guide to use in practice. This is what I want to focus on and where I see the biggest benefit. The last few semesters, I've done all my rotations in palliative care, what I'm hoping to specialize in. Here, I've put in all my PDFs that I've gathered from preceptors, from presentations, from things I found on my own, and I have them all consolidated in one place. I've started circling or writing in bigger font in my own handwriting what the PDF or subject is about. For example, on this one, this is a fast fact sheet on how to determine prognosis. From this main page, I can read that. I can read that says determining prognosis, making it very easy to click on and get my resource that I need. Just like I did with my palliative care resources, I have all of my lectures from my adult gerontology classes that I can come to find and reference at any point. I can find PDFs on how to use an inhaler and the notes that I took during that lecture. As a nurse practitioner student, I'm given resources everywhere I go. Having it on a tablet and in an app like Notability makes it actually usable. I can come and use this. When I see a patient that I'm treating for asthma, I can come to this and find the document that I need. When I have a patient that I'm trying to determine prognosis for, I can come to this resource and find it. So hardly any implementation doesn't come without its costs and benefits. As an instructor, implementations, costs and benefits are very important to pay attention to. Benefits of Notability include very user-friendly. Using a tablet is very lightweight. You don't have to bring very much with you when you go to and from. The app is very usable wherever you are, at clinical, studying, on the job. Another benefit, environmentally, it saves paper, saves bulk. But again, the very biggest benefit I want to focus on today is using Notability allows your resources to be very usable. You can reference all these things that you've collected as a student and actually use it, have access to it. Another important benefit is it allows for all different types of learner styles. Whether you're an audio learner, you can listen to the lecture. If you're a visual learner, you can draw things out, have access to different colors, really be able to lean into the type of learner that you are. I have to address the potential problems. I think the biggest problem for Notability is that it's a money thing. You have to be able to have an Apple product and an iPad in order to use it to its full potential. Another thing could be device failure. Okay, another way that I use Notability to build a usable resource for all the things that I get during school is by taking screenshots of the readings and pasting them inside my Notability note that I'm using for that assignment. Here we can see, I found this from the readings on this week's module, talking about mobile devices. I screenshotted it, copy and pasted it into my Notability note, and now I can take notes on it and have it. A section I screenshot from the reading was about cloud computing. Notability allows cloud computing to reach its full potential. Another snippet from the textbook assigned readings from this week's module was about Web 3.0. It says here, imagine what will happen as the web gets smarter and can assist in organizing, integrating, and evaluating the information it provides. To me, this is Notability. All right, last snippet from this week's assigned reading. It says here, many of these applications are free and can be integrated into a course to support all levels of Bloom's digital taxonomy. This is really hitting at that these kinds of programs, something like Notability, can help with lower order thinking and higher order thinking, address new behaviors, learning opportunities, and learning can be enriched by these types of technologies. I really believe that with Notability. Okay, it's time to wrap up my educational technology project. The task was to find an emerging technology that I thought I could use in class, clinical, etc. The technology that I chose was Notability. The cost was $15 a year. The technology itself, we walked through that. We talked about how the technology can be used in educational environments, benefits, costs, problems. We talked about all of that. We discussed theories, lower order of thinking, higher order of thinking, and we put this presentation into a narrated video. Hang tight to see my references, and thanks for watching.